Hey my fellow diamond friends, and welcome back to my channel. It's another Friday, which means that I will be drawing our winner from Jolly Tuesday quite soon. And this means also that I will present to you our new releases for this week. So we are going to start it off with a little mermaid picture you can see here. So this is one new picture from one of our newest artists. So a little bit more about her. So she's called Hexmaya. You can find her on Instagram, but you can also find her on DeviantArt if you want. There she has a lot of lovely artwork, and you will hear from her a lot more in the future in our shop. So she is actually called Maria Fabrikantova. I'm sorry if I mispronounce it. So you probably, or you will better know her as under her artist name Hexmaya. And she's a 2D artist, illustrator, and photographer. So she enjoys noticing the beauty in everyday life and incorporating magic into her works. She hopes her creations will bring you joy. So really, that's what everything is about. So she has lovely artwork, digital artwork mainly, that we are going to release here. And we are starting it off with the little mermaid you can see here. So that's the very first picture that we are going to see from her. You see that it's actually a very long picture, not as big and tall, but very long. So if you want to have a good rendering, you actually you have to like kind of go a little bit bigger for this one, just so that you understand why it is this way. So we have our very first rendering of this beautiful little mermaid, which is a 40 by 100. This is the smallest that we go to keep still the beauty of the painting in it, and to make it visible with all of the details and the gorgeousness. So it's really a beautiful painting. You can see it here. We have still the little mermaid with the sea roses and the water and her fin. I really like this painting a lot. So if you want to go a little bit bigger, we have a 50 by 125 centimeters. So you got a lot of detail, a lot of detail that you can see. The skin is a little bit more clearer and probably a lot more color blocking. I remember if you go and you choose the small size to keep a lot of detail in there, we have to add a lot more color, like confetti. That's unfortunately, if you want to get detail in a small picture, you can either do it like that, or you can just use less color or like more bigger color sheet palette, and that's not what we are wanting to do. We want to give you the most detail we can, and therefore you will have a lot of confetti going on if you choose a smaller size. Please keep that in mind. So this is a this one is a 50 by 125, and the biggest we have is a 60 by 150, and that would be a monster painting. So if you're out there for a monster painting, or you want us to create this one for you as a heaven and earth design painting, or if you want this one as a mystery kit, you can always tell us. We can make it work for you guys so that it does look lovely. But this is like the biggest we have for this image, and we are aware that this is like really, really big. But maybe you have a wall where you want a real big mermaid, and this might be it for you. So really beautiful painting. If you want to work with AB, so you have noticed if you have visited our webpage recently that we updated it. So you no longer need to write us an email. You can put the ABs you want in the basket. Like you have like a categorization on our webpage where you can just choose to go like with customization, it's called. And there you find all of our glow-in-the-dark drills, our ABs and our crystals. Please be aware that these are like... you have rounds and you have squares. So depending on your image, please be careful what you choose. Always have a look if it's the right form of drills that you're ordering. And you also have like with it, you can also choose like different colors, and you can just put everything in your bag and then in your shopping cart. And then when you go out and you pay, you can just pay it with it. Please also be aware that we are selling like the big baggies. This means like about 800 drills for the squares and 1,100 for the round drills. So this must be right. I think it's right. So you have an idea about what it is and what you will get. So this was the first painting. If you want to go bling something up, you could work like with the pink. I would see the pink very well in this one, like either for the sea roses and the tip of her tail. You could also work with the green if you want, or just focus it really on the mermaid and go like with the mermaid herself, maybe her hair. I know some people love white ABs, so why not go with her skin, make her really sparkly. Everything is possible. You decide, you combine stuff, and this is how it works. So this is the first painting we had. Let's move on to the second painting, and this one is actually from Johan Flock. And it's called Ritual. So this is still a painting that would be gorgeous if you are working on something Halloweenish, or even if you want love fantasy, a little bit more of a dark fantasy. I see here if I have to make a picture and a story about this painting. So we have, in general, we have a room. What I like about it is like these grayish tones. That was what inspired me. It gives me like some Japanese vibes, like the old fairy tales that they actually have. And you have like the contrast with the yellow of like the curtains, of the cushion, of the eyes of the cat. And I love how everything is centered around like this head of the cat that's coming down, the blood that drips, and how this is linked with the human hand. How you have actually both walls, below and above, that are linked together. And you have like the ritual, like the essence and the vapor that's going out there. Really lovely picture. This is one of these more traditional artworks that I really like personally. And I think that Johan Flock's art has so much, it's so special actually. That's what got me or drew me to his artwork in the first place. So this is called Ritual. A little bit more about the author, even if we have already talked about him, because we have Sky Beast from him as well. So his name is Johan Flock, or Elf. You can find him under Elf with the pen. All our artists will be actually linked down below like usual, and you can find their Instagram pages as well. And he's a painter and musician from Sweden who loves escapism. So his art is often comes from his dreams or from vivid visions. And they are usually meant to transport the beholder to unreal, otherworldly places and moments. Often you will find his art depicting lush nature, people, and some sort of mystery. And that's already what we did say for his last picture, but this one also represents a lot of mystery, just with the cat and this folk tale and legendary feeling you get about it. So very gorgeous picture called Ritual, and will be available this Saturday in our shop. And it's available in 3 sizes. We have it once in 50 by 70, so a little bit smaller. If you want it for a small picture, like a quickly done picture, you can choose that size. You can go a little bit bigger with a 60 by 85 centimeters. You get more detail, of course. This would be the recommended size for us. And you can go bigger if you want all of the detail of it, more of the cat hair, more of like all these details you get with traditional art actually, in a 70 by 100 centimeters. Still not too big, but a little bit bigger. Like always, you can order it in round, squares, and you can customize it. Why not work with the eyes of the cat, or the blood that's dripping down, or the yellow? Why not highlight these parts, or even like the white of the fume that's going out here? That would be very nice for this painting as well. So we are going to move on, and we will come to our third picture, and this one is from an artist that we have not yet seen in our shop, and the artist is called Sigra. So we are going to talk a little bit more about this one. This is one of her main characters that she's drawing, and she's called Beatrice. So you will see Beatrice in another painting maybe we are going to release in the future. And she's the echoless Lorekeeper. So that's Beatrice. So we have this beautiful woman with her horns, the white hair, very, very beautiful. The raven or the bird on her shoulder, and it's very dark. Like, I love this dark fantasy. Okay, so I do not really remember where I was, but this is Beatrice, the echoless Lorekeeper from Sigra. So a little bit more about Sigra. So that's her artist name. She has, of course, a real name, but she's known as Sigra mainly. So let me tell you what she told me to tell you. She's called Varvara, also known as Sigra, an artist hailing from Greece. She's been practicing traditional art for the past 17 years. So she has been working in this field like for a long time. And especially in the 2 years, she has delved into the captivating realm of digital art. So she's drawn a lot already. Her passion lies in bringing characters from our Dungeons and Dungeon and Dragon campaigns to life through her creation. So Dungeon and Dragons is a board game. I don't know if you know it. It's more of a pen and paper game, like a board game. Really fun if you love like coming together with people and playing games. That's one of type of kind of game that I really love and enjoy. Unfortunately, you have to be more people usually to play it. So she's Beatrice, and like I told you guys, you have like this dark fantasy atmosphere around her. That's what I really love about her artwork. She can draw different kind of styles too, so you'll see a bit more about that. But I think like Beatrice and more of the dark fantasy is more of kind of her cup of tea. So let's see what we get. So we have 3 sizes for Beatrice as well. 50 by 75, you can see here, a little bit smaller. A little bit bigger for more details is 60 by 90 centimeters. So this is the recommended size by our shop. And you have like the biggest one, 80 by 120 centimeters. Really big one if you want to go like for Halloween, or if you want to make a beautiful portrait of her and put it on your wall and frame it. Very gorgeous. If you want to work with diamonds glow in the dark or crystals, why not work with her hair, with the horns on her head? Like, have you seen how gorgeous her ears are? Like, these are elfin ears, I think. You could work also with like the bird on her shoulder, the book she's holding, like whatever it is you want to work with, you can do that. Maybe I should actually just put on the lighting for you a little bit more so you can see the detail of it, of course. But this is like the painting that we get. I love how you have the background, you have her in the center, and you have like the fumes, all of this down there. And she's like just walking through it and going from one place to another. Really beautiful artwork. Again, from Sigra Art. You will find her as well down below, like if you want to go check out her art. I'm sorry about this, I really can't change that. So we have like not really the last one, but the one before that. And this is also from one of our newer artists. It's called 3 Witches by Tania Baj. So Tania Baj is also one of our newer artists, like I told you, and this one is so gorgeous. So we have 3 witches here that are like family. You can see the resemblance between them. You have like more of these traditional clothes. This is something that I really find fascinating in this drawing. Also the difference between the blue and the red of the hair. It comes out so gorgeously. And just look at her beautiful faces we can see here. Those witches are really beautiful enchantresses. I really love this artwork, and I could like really figure like me hanging this up on a wall. This is one of these gorgeous pictures that I would definitely like hang. Let's see a bit more about the artist if you want. So Tania Baj is a traditional artist. She works with watercolors. She takes inspiration from nature, flowers, and history, and pre-Raphaelites. So this is like kind of a style you get from, if you know a little bit more about artwork, it's like a direction of art, like from a period of time. Her illustrations were born from her love for fashion, photography, and interest in fashion. Haute couture or traditional and historical dress are extremely important in her art. You see here the colors as well, and the clothes, really important. And I think this combination of the beauty she gets from these like women and the clothes they are wearing is like what brings like all of this beauty to these pictures you see here. So this is the picture we got, like the first one we have from Tania Baj. And let's see a little bit more about the rendering. So we have a smaller version, a 50 by 75. If you want to have something small, work on them, you can get it in that size. You will still get a lot of detail and they will look gorgeous. We have a 60 by 90, a little bit taller. And we have 80 by 100 if you want to get all of these lovely details from traditional art, like all of the beautiful strokes. If you want to get that, the bigger you go, the better the quality will be, of course. If you want to work with like ABs, why not work with their hair? Or why not work with the blue shades, put crystals in that? Tania is talking about haute couture. Why not like add some crystals in this painting? That would look so amazing. Or on their jewelry or whatever. Like I can see like a great combination of crystals and ABs in this one for sure. So that's the picture from Tania Baj that we are releasing this Saturday as well. And then let's move on to the last one. And this is one that I was really happy to present you because you know that we will be partaking in the event Men Who Rock that's hosted by Sandy from Diamonds and Pearls. And we also have like sparkling dots. I will link them all down below so you can see from Lauren and so on. So you will see a little bit more about what this event will be like, but mainly it will be like a main character or like a main animal, a male animal or anything in the center of it. And then we are going to try and make this work. So let's move on, and this is the painting Dragon with and his pilot from ana.paul. So this is the last painting of this week, and you can see it's the dragon and it's his pilot, and this painting is so cute, and I wanted to add it to our Men Who Rock selection, so paintings that depict men, and I think this one fits perfectly. It's really cute and they still rock because like they go on adventures together, and I love the artwork of ana.paul, so go check her out, show her some love as well. We have like this super cute dragon and its pilot, and this one here will also be available in 3 sizes, ones in 50 by 70 centimeters. So if you want it a little bit smaller, you can go a little bit bigger, 60 by 85, and the biggest is 70 by 100. So big, but not that big, so it's still doable. You can order it in rounds or squares, of course, and you can customize it. If you want to add ABs, you can add ABs wherever you want. You can add crystals. I think here you have a lot of options to do. I'm not going to tell you what you should do. You could work with the green, like from the clothes to the dragon. Whatever it is you want to do, feel free to add whatever color you want to the mix and go with that as well. So this is it. So these are the releases for this week. Let me tell you a little bit more about the release day. So it will be Saturday, tomorrow at 12 p.m. GMT plus 2 at our local time here. So this means 1 hour earlier if you're from London. This means also 3 a.m. for Pacific Standard Time. And then you have 6 a.m. for EST time and 7 p.m. for KST time if you live in Asia. So this gives you an indication about what time it will be at your place. So these paintings will be available. The dragon and his pilot from ana.paul. We have the 3 witches from Tania Baj. Then we have Beatrice, the echoless Lorekeeper from Sigra. We have Ritual from Johan Flock, and we have the Little Mermaid from Hexmaya. So you can find all of these in our shop on Saturday, and as always on Saturday and Sunday until midday, not midday but midnight here in local time, you will get a 10% off of these images. So if you want them, maybe it's the time to go and grab them. So yeah, but this is it. I hope you liked our new releases, and I will move on now to the winner of our Jolly Tuesday event. So stay tuned if you want to see the result of that, if you have participated. Oh, and just before we move on, let me just quickly show you something else, because this is really important to us as well. This is the following. Sandy, like Diamonds and Pearls, she has finished this gorgeous painting of Immodest from our shop in a big size. So this is it. This does look so beautiful. You can also find it on her Instagram page, of course. And this is what I wanted to show you for this week. This is the first finish that we're going to see. If you're going to our webpage, you can find also, not the webpage, but actually our Instagram, you can also find more finished pieces. So for the Jolly Tuesday questions, I had asked you this week what did you prefer, like rounds or square drills? And this is the result of the question. So most of you actually prefer square drills, me included. And we have a few of you who still prefer like the round drills. So this is it. I'm going to choose between those of you who liked answer it through the post, but I'm also going to add those to the list that have answered through the post, not the story, sorry, but the post. And I will add everything together and I will draw our winner now. The winner of this Jolly Tuesday event will actually be contacted by us via Instagram, and we will ask you for your email or if you're already subscribed to us, and so we can generate a 10% coupon code for you that you can combine with the free shipping code as well. So let's see who will actually be the winner of this Jolly Tuesday event. Congratulations to Miss Dandy Diamonds. You are the winner of this week's Jolly Tuesday event. So congratulations. I will be contacting you via Instagram.